They're being told no. Doors are being shut in their face, and they're like, what the frick? So they keep sending the bone carrier to you, like, go find out something else. Like, tell me something awful. And they don't have anything awful to tell them. These people made a deal with Stephen, made a deal with the devil to try to team up against you, thinking that they would get your life for what they're trying to do to dismantle you. So they put their name on the dotted line, but they didn't read the small print. You got people bugging out because they cannot figure out your next move. They don't know how to make you upset, how to get you riled up. It's not going to work because you've been protecting your energy like never before. You are going through this extreme makeover by the universe, and the universe isn't even done with you yet. You are technically still sitting in your bathrobe, unlocking this new character and ready to thrive, and just simply just being grateful for the opportunity to be here. So there are groups of people that feel like you're not mentally, emotionally, or even physically available for them to disturb you, and they just don't understand. And it's because whatever you went through in the last month that really upset you, that really took you through a roller coaster of emotions, that technically gave you emotional whiplash, you're not going to let it go down like that again. You're protecting yourself. And so it's almost like there's this, I channeled this in another message. There's like this spiritual bounty that's on your head for people to get information, whether it's your manifestations, information about your love life, anything that they can use against you or weaponize against you, they are trying to figure out. But you are never where they thought they left you. You're always in a different place. You have learned so much from this last chapter of your life because you're becoming more assertive. You're leaving people shook. You're seeing that I don't care who they are. They're not entitled to my energy. It doesn't matter if they're a boss, a colleague, a parent. They are not entitled to me, what I give, what I do. There are people that are not disappointing you, but proving you right. There are some people around you that you kind of took a step back from, okay? And you did this because of their alleged values. You did this because there was something that you didn't trust about them. And right now, you are going to get signs and synchronicities that they are proving you right, that you did the right thing by like not texting them anymore. You're just not going to ever be emotionally, mentally, or physically available for them again because they are in their own right an energy vampire. So maybe before, when you were like being assertive and just like, no, there's something up with them, someone could have told you like, oh, that's kind of mean, like give them a chance, da 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 da, and you're like, no, there's something wrong. You are always spot on. You have an uncanny way of being spot on that scares people. So don't doubt yourself. Spirit is saying don't doubt yourself right now. You are going to be proving a lot of people wrong, and this is because you're so far ahead of people around you because of your abilities. They're looking at you like, wait, what? You have an uncanny way of seeing through people. And whatever information people thought they gathered on you, in the meantime, is never right. It's always wrong. They're never really truly acquainted with the facts. So you have cleansed this old paradigm, and you are becoming this prophetic seer. You are becoming more than scary accurate. It is uncanny. Is the word unprecedented? Oh my gosh. See, you see through people's auras. A lot of people have been lying to you. I got this in another message, so I hope these messages are like somewhat different. I don't even know when I'll post whichever one. But you see through people's auras, and it's like people like to lie to you. They think that they're impressing you, but they're not impressing you with the things that they're lying about. Some people lie to you for sympathy, and then other people lie to you to try to impress you. And I mean, these lies come in all shapes and sizes of how they're trying to affect you, basically. But because You have been through similar situations repeatedly, and they don't really know anything about you. That's the thing. It doesn't matter how close these people think they are to you, you're not really close to anyone. You just see people differently, especially as an empath and a light worker. But yeah, people have been. It's almost like you should take this as a form of flattery that people are lying to you so much because they want to impress you or they want to make you feel like, oh, what I got going on over here is really good. So I'm awesome over here too. I like hanging out with you, but I'm awesome over here. And you know that it could not be further from the truth. The fact that they're lying about things that are stupid, okay, is shocking people. How do I say this? There is a bone carrier in every group. And the bone carrier comes to you to try to get information to give back to the group. These groups that cannot believe you don't come around and that you've cut them off. Please tell me this message is making sense. The bone carrier comes and is the one person in your life that's kind of mutual, but you kind of don't trust them because you don't trust anyone. But for some reason, they take information back to the group, and it's always not what they expected. Okay, so the bone carrier takes the bones and is like, here, look, this is what Collective's been up to. And they are like looking through the photos like, almost like this person's trying to act like a private investigator. Because all the other people in the group are bounty hunters. They need information of your comings and goings, what you're up to, what you're doing. And when they find this out, they're shook. Because they don't feel like their life compares in any way. And maybe when you did know them, or you were closer to this group before you cut them off, they felt like they were in the running. They felt like it was neck and neck, like they could still beat you. So these are definitely your shadow competitors. So each bone carrier from each dynasty, that is the only mutual person that is even allowed to approach you. You only tell them certain things, but then they see a lot. They see that you're not struggling. They see that you're doing well. Then when they go back to the group is like, well, we're struggling. Well, we don't have a job. Well, we're not doing all of these things. When did Collective start doing things like this? They don't know because they've been so far removed. And the bone carrier of each group is not equipped. Not only are they not equipped, they're not as smart as you. They send the meekest, weakest link, technically, towards you to get info. And it's always this huge upset that it causes. They could have gotten no information and just observed, and that information will upset the ringleader and all the bounty hunters in the group. So yeah, you are going through these spiritual upgrades and everything you've tried to make super top secret, but people are observing your way of not struggling, your way of being grateful, being connected to the divine. They don't even know how to articulate it. So the bone carrier that they send doesn't even know how to properly articulate what they're seeing, but they're trying. And then they might send the bone carrier back to you to lie, to make it seem like what they have going on is also awesome. So you should almost be flattered that these people are going to these great lengths because once upon a time they cracked their piggy banks open to try to be better than you. These are competitive families, competitive groups, competitive dynasties, and they do not like losing. Okay, but their dirty plans are going up in smoke. These groups, these families, whoever they are, their plans are backfiring really bad. And the more they hear about how you're doing, that you're doing better and better and better, the more they spiral, the more they crash out. So yeah, you guys got people, you guys got groups crashing out over the fact that you're done doubting your magic. They haven't even seen anything yet because you're going through this extreme makeover from the universe. You know that there's a new character about to be unlocked. So you are patiently waiting, grateful, sitting in your bathrobe like it's almost here. and just being really excited because you know, no matter what the outcome, it's going to be nothing short of fantastic. Okay, so affirm it below. No matter the outcome, it'll be nothing short of fantastic. I love this. So it's kind of like if you're going to get a new car. Okay, just an example. No matter what new car you get, they're going to be upset. Doesn't matter if it's a luxury or not a luxury. They're going to be upset by the simple fact that you can buy it. And not that you are doing this for them. You're doing this for you. And so people have tried to label you a lot of things, but it's okay for them to have nice things, but it's not okay for you to have nice things. And that's crazy to me. Holy Spirit is saying their willpower is low. Their willpower is low. Your level of healing is high. So you have been healing intimacy in your life. This is another reason why you've been tuning a lot of people out. You're like, I don't want to be emotionally, mentally, physically available for whoever the frick. I just don't. So you are healing your intimacy. These people owe money to the wrong people. So your info that you have on them is right, because you have an uncanny ability to always be right when it comes to how you read people and how accurate you are. But their willpower is low and you feel bad for them. You can tell by the way they have to gather with more than themselves. So before, maybe they came against you as an arch nemesis, right? And now they need these other groups to like kind of like bolster their strength, to raise their banners. This is crazy. So these people could have married for money. They could have gotten to like a marriage agreement or a relationship because they need money. These people could be in debt. Their facade is hanging on by a thread. So anytime they hear of you doing well, of you just simply not struggling, they crash the F out. Yeah, these are people that can't stand to see you winning or smiling. You know, these people that have come against you, they know their plans are backfiring, so they're kind of bummed. Like, well, I tried this. Well, I tried that. Well, I tried this. None of this worked. They've tried all these ways to shut you down. They've tried all these ways to play games with you. And none of it's working. We have the Sun. You have more good news on the way. You know that you do. I know whoever I'm speaking to, you know that you do. You are the baby. You are teacher's pet. You are the spoiled, like the baby of the, I want to say the baby of the zodiac, but like you're the baby of the collective. You always have this fresh approach and this fresh perspective. It makes people feel young again. It makes people feel alive again. I love this. Perfect. You naturally uncover things that are hidden. You have a gift that will help the world. Wow. You guys could also be a tarot reader. Let me know in the comments. These people feel like they're slowly being stripped of their land and titles. So I don't know if this is a dynasty, but they feel like they're being stripped of what they had that was better than you. I see that you guys compete with no one, and you've been going through some intense changes. These people are naturally upset every time your name is mentioned. They feel like their lands and titles are going to be forfeited to you, and they feel like they need to look for another job, like they need 6 more jobs to try to compete with you. That is how well you're doing. And they know it's nothing but fake news to try to think that you're doing worse than you actually aren't. Like, you're not doing bad. They are going through a huge period of stagnation for coming up against you. They are going through a pay cut. Okay, these people are going through a pay cut because they decided to team up and try to make your life hell. On top of that, you have doors opening because you have learned so much from trial and error. You're given who's the boss. They're like, dang, they're really a boss. Like, they really did it. Dang, they could really run this ish. And it bothers them. I got Drake trophies. Bitch, I use a walkie-talkie just to get a beverage. That's the type of level you're going to be on. If you want to get a walkie-talkie and call down for a beverage and a beverage be brought up to you, that's the type of life that you can live if you want to. You are in control of your future. Affirm it below. I am in control of my future. So you are showing people that you're self-made. Whatever curriculum of the past, the way that you used to do things has totally evolved. So them thinking that they can play the same old games is laughable. Okay, let's see what else is going on. I'm also seeing that people are upset by the fact that you don't need a filter. They're mad that you not only don't have a filter, but they're upset that you don't need a filter, like taking pictures, taking photos, that you're naturally beautiful, that you're naturally handsome. Whoa. Okay. So we got no. They're being told no. And this is sad because they're getting a lot of doors shut in their face. These people can't keep a job right now. They can't keep steady income. They're flipping jobs. And I don't know, you're an empath, so you're kind of like, dang, that sucks. But you know that you have to kind of like keep this wall up. Whoever the bone carrier is, you're looking at them like they're a rat, they're a snitch. If you have to deal with them, you're still being very careful. What else did I get for you guys? Yeah, they're being told no, that these doors are getting shut in their face. Is they keep trying to get information on you, and the information's wrong. It's always wrong. Yeah, shield yourself. Whoa. Continue to shield yourself. You are in control of your future. You have a lot of wealth on the way, and everything that you've ever wanted, you're giving it a go. You're like, I've always wanted to do that. I'm going to try it. Okay, entrepreneur. Yes, bestie, I'm speaking to someone that is an entrepreneur. People are like, oh my gosh, did you hear? Collective is an entrepreneur. Okay, well, are they even doing well? Yeah, they're doing well. They don't have to work a 9 to 5 anymore. New character unlocked while you're in your bathrobe. Like, you are going to get paid to be yourself. Oh, okay. We have a bonus. Oh my gosh, you guys are about to get a bonus. So you're getting a bonus. You are showing people that you're the boss. Your enemies are going to a job fair. They're getting laid off. They're being told no. Doors are being shut in their face, and they're like, what the frick? So they keep sending the bone carrier to you, like, go find out something else. Like, tell me something awful. And they don't have anything awful to tell them because you are the king or queen of bouncing back. You're like, I am the plot twist. I am the main character. I'm always unlocking new characters. I am the dragon. I am the fairy. Hello. So, you have unexpected money coming in for not only resting, but for thinking outside the box. Your angels are saying, keep thinking outside the box. You have unexpected money on the way. Wow. You're going in the right direction. So if you were doubting yourself, you are going the right way. Okay, anything else? Wealth. I told you. Wow, you have a lot of luck and prosperity on the way. Passive income. You are going to be making money while you sleep. So they keep hoping that this is fake news. It's not. It's not. You have an uncanny ability for being spot on, for being in the right place at the right time, from learning from your failures, also knowing that it's okay to fail. Like, it doesn't have to be perfect. You're always learning. But these people are going through a lot of loss. A lot of loss. A lot of setbacks. A lot of stress. A lot of failure. Wow. So, keep tapping into your creativity because it's time for change. Okay. But yeah, these people are stressed and pressed. Let's get out some tarot. Holy Spirit, what else do we need to know right now? Okay. We have the 5 of Wands. These people are losing it. I told you they're crashing out. They're all yelling at each other like, who moved the file? What's going on? Group project meltdown. Look at this. They are crashing out, you guys. We have who moved the file. I thought you were doing it. I thought you were in charge of this. Like, it's when you walk away from the group and they love putting everything on you and then they start turning against one another. They're like, no one listens. Group project meltdown. They keep having these meetings. It just keeps getting worse. Wow. Wow. Well, if y'all just left the collective alone for like 2 seconds, you have big goals. Keep going. You are not too late. So no matter your age, you are not behind. Look at you, booked, busy, protecting yourself. You're tuning out all the noise, all the effort. You are getting it done. You're just in your own little world. Wow. Yeah, this is about to be a really big breakthrough. And people are trying to act like you're not good because you're really keeping to yourself, but you're more than good. You don't have to explain to them that you're good. Yeah, they're like, hey, I've been trying to get a hold of you. Like, are you in La La Land? Like, where are you? And you're going through this big breakthrough, and you're just sitting here like this. Like, yeah, I'm great. I'm great. I'm great. They thought their plan was foolproof. Look at them. Even their bosses are like, hey, watch yourself. You need to chill. You need to do this. And they're like holding their sword like, no, I was trying to tell the collective and I was trying to do this. And their bosses are letting them go because they're like, you need to find a hobby. You need to do your job. They thought their plan was foolproof. Did they look happy? This is a epic meltdown. Like, your enemies are going through an epic meltdown. Holy shenanigans. We have the High Priestess. You are always learning. You are always learning, journaling, studying different behaviors, different concepts. That is what these people do not understand about you. You don't ignore your gut. You don't ignore your instincts. You don't ignore what you see, how you see through people. And when you clocked it the first time. So from it below, I clocked it the first time. You knew who the bad guys were the first time. So people might be like, oh, you late night scroll, da-da-da-da. You don't scroll to scroll. Does that make sense? When you're scrolling, even if it's late at night, it's to learn something. It is something that's going to be to the benefit of you sleeping or dreaming or something for your subconscious. You don't just scroll mindlessly, ever. Okay, ever, 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 ever. Like, you're studying. Do you see anybody else doing this when they scroll? No. They're like, oh, I don't want to go to work. I'm just going to scroll. You're like with your notebook. You're like, okay, I need that information. Like, you scroll to get bits of information faster. You don't scroll to just mindlessly, like, escape. That's crazy. We have judgment. These people are going through some things. Remember when I told you guys, I think about a week ago, that you were dismantling dynasties? Well, now they're going through all types of relationship issues. They're like, we need to talk. Their relationships are falling apart. They have, I just keep hearing debt. These people are going into debt. But yeah, they are really concerned. They're on the edge of their seat. Their phone going off gives them freaking anxiety. Yeah, look, they were so busy with all this espionage. So busy, and access denied. They're like, how? How am I denied access? I should be allowed in here. So sad. These people had to find out the hard way not to mess with you. So yeah, it's like they're getting caught left and right, and you're just peaceful. Nothing can destroy your peace. You're taking it easy. You are filling up your cup. You're keeping calm. You're going with the flow. You're finding your chill. You have a different work-life balance. Again, the curriculum that you used before, which could have been hustle culture, grinding, overworking yourself, burning the midnight oil. You don't do that anymore. So now they're really discombobulated. Like, what do you mean they're making more and doing less? How? No, they must have a sugar daddy. No. Who's your boss? Who is the boss? You're the boss. Affirm it below. I'm the boss. Self-made, okay? So yeah, you're just like, you're in chill mode. Chill mode has been activated. Wow. They thought all this espionage was gonna do what? Was gonna do what for them? Yeah, no. Okay, we have the Two of Pentacles. I told you, you guys have your worst enemies spiraling. So, if you haven't heard many peeps out of them, they don't like the bones that keep getting brought back to them. Okay, they're like, I probably should meditate, but how am I going to pay my electric bill? Oh my gosh, these bills were due yesterday. Oh, I need to also apply for a new job. So you were just hoping that they find their blessings elsewhere because you know that so much is about to start happening for you now. Because you have left the matrix. Okay, you have left these groups behind. So you are protecting yourself. You're like, I gotta save myself. Yes, I do. I'm just gonna worry about saving myself. These people might also want to negotiate with you, like, oh, if you do this for that, and you're like, your number has been changed. It's like, do. The number you have reached has been disconnected. I'm shocked. I don't think I've ever gotten that in a message, and I've done a lot of messages. It's like, do. The number you have reached has been disconnected. Yeah. I'm just saying. They want to negotiate now? You don't negotiate with crazy. No, you don't. Holy Spirit, anything else we need to know? Yeah, they're going through an anxiety spiral. When you felt helpless, when you were going through it, they were like, yes, yes. These people are also trying to partake in this spiritual bounty, okay? Steven, you know Steven, has tried to put this bounty on your head to stop you from winning. So all the lower spirits are like, I can get them. I can catch this earth angel. Yes, I can. I'll get the Pandora's box with all the info in it. And then I'll also catch them. I'll snatch their halo, their crown, their wings, their cape, their cloak of invisibility, all the things. Yeah. These people are realizing that they can't do it. This is like in House of the Dragon where everyone's looking for Aemond. Okay? Everyone is going to Harrenhal to look for Aemond. Like, there's a bounty. And whoever catches and brings back Aemond gets Harrenhal. And Harrenhal, though haunted, is one of the biggest castles ever. But people realize when they get there, okay, this is not a good idea. This is so not a good idea. So I feel like Harrenhal is your spiritual protection. People think that this bounty will be easy to get. You'll be easy to snatch up and obtain. But they quickly realize as they try to set foot on your timeline, on your dimension, that they are not acquainted or equipped. So then they run. They're running the other direction. Wow. So we have the Ace of Pentacles. You've been paid. You've got mail. You have been paid. Somebody could have been paid today. This could be your payday, or you could have gotten, or you have a really big payday on the way. Wow. This is crazy. Oh my gosh, we have the Ace of Cups. Okay, let's see what this one says. You have been working on yourself. Okay, for a long time. You've been working on self-care. You've been working on what is good for your mental health. Cleaning the spiritual dishes out of the sink. And yeah, you only care about filling up your cup at this point. But yeah, you're getting this, I don't know, you're going from having to be so drastic with your self-care. Things that you maybe didn't enjoy doing. Does that make sense? You're going to do self-care that you enjoy doing. Not that self-care that like exhausts you. Oh my gosh, somebody is getting a $20,000 payday. Someone is getting $20,000 out of the freaking sky. I don't know where it's coming from, but you are one pentacle away from your 10 of Pentacles. Someone here is going to have $20,000 in their bank account or in one of their accounts. Wow. This is crazy. Oh, we have the devil. See? Steven. Put out this bounty and everyone is crashing out. It's like John Wick. Okay? You are like John Wick. Everybody is out looking for you. And the amount keeps getting higher and higher. Okay, you'll get Harrenhal, you'll get this, you'll get that, you'll get this. And so people are like, this is probably a really bad idea, but I guess I'll try. I'll try to catch the collective. I'm trying to catch you riding dirty. Keep protecting yourself, bestie. You know what it is. These people made a deal with Steven, made a deal with the devil to try to team up against you, thinking that they would get your life for what they're trying to do, to dismantle you. So they put their name on the dotted line, but they didn't read the small print. Okay, when these people were allowed, so they think, to go after you, they didn't read the small print. They didn't read the fine print. And now they're starting to see that they are the creative director of the apocalypse. Okay? They are the creative director of the apocalypse. They thought it was going to be easy. They were a little bit cocky. They were a little bit arrogant. Like, oh, I can do this. I got big ideas on how to take them out. These are the ringleaders, for sure. The ringleaders that thought, I know them. I could do this. But they know the old you. I mean, from the way, way, way back is the version of you that they know. So they're too busy moving fast and thinking that they know everything. And now they're going to be in a place that is not good. Okay, this is why the bone carrier is lying to you. You don't need them to lie to you. You know what's going on. Okay? You know exactly what is going on. They've been teaming up against you for a long time. And, yeah. You're just off in your own little world. Okay, let me pull some from my deck. Okay, hold on. There's some from this other deck. You're just realizing that you're so much stronger than you ever thought you could be. Your life is so different from when you knew these people. We have false prophet. There are people falsely saying things about you. It's almost like people might, how do I say this? People that are in their lives, but not yours, might ask about you because they see them running in a circle acting like a lunatic. So they might ask them like, well, what is collective to you? And they're like, oh my gosh, you don't know. They're the worst person ever. They're like this and they're like that. That's like they've got to recruit more people that they are spreading falsehoods. Because you never did anything to this person. You never did anything to any of these people. But yeah, they want you in the hot seat. They want you cooking in the hot seat. They're doing magic at work. They would do anything for you to be out of a job. For you to not be an entrepreneur. For you to not be making money hand over fist. And they don't even really know the full extent of what you have going on. If you think they're, oh my gosh, if they're crashing out now, could you imagine? Could you imagine? You're really good at sniffing out this BS. This is why you guys have kept these people away from you. We have high vibe fairies. You have a very high vibe. You guys probably went through a spiritual awakening in between knowing these people and you just move differently. They don't know, they don't understand how you're always bouncing back, how you're always clocking what they're doing. So before, maybe you didn't really pay attention to your intuition. You maybe doubted it. You maybe dealt with them differently because you weren't as spiritual or as connected to the divine. And now that you are, you're like, please don't get yourself hurt. Please don't get yourself hurt. You have an uncanny way of uncovering the truth. Not everyone will have a seat at your table. Maybe you were really hoping to pull the bone carriers to the side of the light. And now you're a little bit worried, like, that's probably not going to happen. That's okay. You've been used to this type of disappointment, especially with family members. Not everyone will have a seat at your table. Not everyone is on your team. These people want to unleash hell on you. They want you to fight them. They want to make it look like, see, they're not nice. They're a bad guy too. Okay, we have angel number 444. You are unfazed. You are getting stronger and you are on the right track. Someone here is about to get a $20,000 payday. You are viral, inspirational, and people are enjoying this new wave. Maybe someone here, you don't have to say who, someone here I feel like was manifesting making $20,000 a month, and I feel like your first $20,000 payday is on the way. Okay? People are enjoying this new version of you. Okay. Yeah, these people are angry. They're mad that they can't get a hold of you. They're mad that you're not making the same decisions that you used to. They're mad that you're doing so well. Yeah, access denied. Okay, you are being activated to dream bigger. Your spiritual support is increasing. Wow. What else do we got? Your glow up is turning heads. Your glow up is turning heads. Hard times are over. Now you can relax. Ooh. Money blocks are being lifted because you didn't take any shortcuts through this healing process, this last little tower you went through, this last purge you went through. Your money blocks are being lifted, so keep moving in silence. Because, yeah, the bone carriers, they're sniffing around. They're like, I feel like they've got this and going on and this. And again, they cannot articulate as well as they would like to for the ringleader. So it doesn't really matter what info they take back to them, but they sure are trying. Your life is about to elevate. So we have a $20,000 payday on the way. Someone here is getting a new chariot or is moving. You are going from the pit to the palace. You're going from renting to home ownership. You are going from, not knowing how you're going to pay for certain things to being fine. That part is not for everybody because some of you guys have been fine. You've stabilized your income. But now you're just really, 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 really not going to have to worry. Okay. You guys could be seeing angel number 444, 1111, 111, 222, and 333. You're going to be seeing those numbers everywhere because your life is about to be on peachy mode. Okay? Peachy mode activated. I like that. Okay. Your life is changing tremendously. I haven't gotten this card in a long time. Your life is changing tremendously. Affirm it below. Okay, you guys got people hooked on your every move. And the moves are just going to keep getting bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. Holy Spirit, anything else? Whoa. No. You can tell these people no. They're going to keep sending the bone carrier to you. Every group has a bone carrier. You're going to see them coming out of the woodworks, asking you weird things, all of a sudden wanting to hang out. You can tell them no. You can tell them no. Unbelievable. You don't have to say you're sorry either. Just say, unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to hang out if they even have your number. You know what I mean? You're not going to let these people destroy your peace. I feel like that's it. So let's get you guys. Whoa, these are flying out of here. Okay, we have the mermaid. Everything is ready to flow. Everything is ready. It's moving for you. It's moving in your favor. Everything is flowing in your favor. So this is like, to me, the Empress card. So, and we got these. So that's like the Empress twice. Holy Spirit, what else We have clarity, reorganize, and battle. People don't like that you've reorganized your life. They want a battle. They want smoke. But you're protecting yourself. You have clarity. Ooh, we got the rabbit. Good luck and fertility. Good luck is on your side. You guys could also be seeing rabbits. If you made it this far into the message, drop your rabbits down below. Because you are incredibly lucky. Whoa. Okay, we'll take these as the last two. We have the koi fish. Oh my gosh, look, more luck. Luck and prosperity. Luck and prosperity. Luck and prosperity. Coming in sets of 3. This is crazy. Then we have the angel oak, healer, roots, wisdom. You are a healer of the ages. You are an influencer of the ages. You are so divinely protected. You have a lot of wisdom. Your wisdom is growing roots. That's why people can't keep up. They keep malfunctioning and glitching out. They made a deal with the devil, aka Stephen, to accept this bounty. They didn't read the small print. Their whole life is being dismantled. They're crashing out, melting down, spiraling, all the things. And you kind of feel bad for them. They want you to unleash your righteous rage on them. Like, give it to me, give it to me. And you're like, no. You are about to reach a new level of success. See, these people feel like your land, their lands and titles are being given to you. They're like, well, that was mine. Well, I was Lord of some shit. I don't know. Like, I was the Lord of this. What do you mean? Nope. Nope. People are finding out the hard way that messing with you is forbidden. Wow. You guys, let me know what is going on in the comments. If you made it to the very, very, very end, I want you to drop a mermaid down below. A mermaid, a fish, and a rabbit. Mermaid, fish, and a rabbit, because you got luck coming in times 3. These people are wasting their times. They really are. So enjoy this newest breakthrough. Enjoy the time that you are getting to, you know, when you remember, like, when it was hard, and then when it shifted. Enjoy this shift. Enjoy how it's shifting and transitioning for you, or transforming. You know what I'm saying. But I love you guys so much. Don't forget to smash the you know what, hit the bell, all the things. New messages are going to be posted on Patreon. And yes, and on members only and Patreon. I love you guys so much, and I'll talk to you in the comments. Love you. Bye.